Young Link is the alternate version of Link, trading in raw kill power and survivability for agility and speed to make for a fast-paced, combo-focused playstyle that will always have your opponent guessing as to what your next move is. His playstyle is distinct from the other Links, as his goal is to control the flow of the battle, in order to give him the openness of switching between aggressive and defensive play at will. With Young Link's speed, projectiles, and amazing frame data, it's easy to stay in control once it's been taken. My name is Toffee, formerly known as JJG, and in this video I hope to teach you of his capabilities at an advanced level, and how to apply them to your matches. Also, you can find me at ToffeeYL on Twitter once this video goes up, so feel free to drop a follow and subscribe to the channel if this tutorial helps you out. Well, let's get started. The Kokiri Shield blocks most projectiles while standing, walking slowly, and crouching. Using the shield allows you to act faster than even if you choose to parry the projectile. Be careful, as you can still get hit if your opponent aims the projectile to avoid the shield. I'd only keep this in mind for matchups where it's likely to come in handy, such as dealing with characters that rely heavily on linear projectiles like Wolf or Samus for example. Don't count on it over your regular shield for most things. For everything I go over in this video, there are some key techniques to understand first. The regular reverse. Flicking your stick in the opposite direction you're facing while airborne before a neutral B in order to reverse it without changing your momentum. The B reverse. Performing any of your specials on the ground or in the air and instantly turning them around by flicking the stick in the opposite direction you were initially facing. This may not be needed for what I cover, but a combination of these two techniques is called wave bouncing, meaning a regular reverse followed by a B reverse. It's quite complicated, but if you'd like to look into it further, I recommend this video from my Smash Corner to get you up to speed. Performing tilts out of a run. I recommend setting your C-stick to tilt attacks rather than smashes, as it makes this much easier. This is done by holding down on your left stick while running, then doing a tilt with your C-stick. Pivot cancelled tilts. I think that's what they're called anyway. Give your running tilts a small boost in distance. It's the same input as the running tilts, except you hold back instead of down. This also works for every tilt. Becoming used to C-stick aerials. Learning how to use your C-stick for aerials is beneficial to many characters, as it allows you to keep momentum in the direction you're holding on your left stick, and gives you more overall control over your character when performing moves in the air. Without this, you may find it tricky to pull off your confirms, which would be a detriment to your play due to Young Link being a very confirm-based character. You mainly want to learn it for landing back airs and forward airs close to the ground, as they're both safe poking tools when spaced correctly, which can confirm into combos or kills. A good practice for back air is going to any variant of Battlefield and performing fast fall back airs on the platforms with your C-stick. There are two variants of Young Link's jab. Press attack 3 times, but hold it down on the third for his rapid jab. Or press it twice and hold down for his gentleman jab. Generally, you want to do the rapid jab variant as it does more overall damage. However, the gentleman version sends at a slightly lower angle, which may put them in a worse position near the ledge. This goes for all characters with rapid jabs, but be careful to always let go of rapid jab at the right time before your opponent is able to break free and possibly punish you. If you hold it down for too long on shield, your opponent has the opportunity to roll behind and retaliate with a fast attack. You can do the same. If they shield your first 2 jabs, don't go for the third finishing hits as they'll be ready to punish it. Instead, retreat and react accordingly. A down tilt can convert into every single one of Young Link's aerials, and his up B, most useful at higher percents being up air and up B, especially close to ledge. For the up air, be sure to dash first. That is unless they DI in which case just jump and drift towards them. And since you can pick up items with tilts now, you can use a down tilt to pick up a Z-dropped bomb for some interesting combos. Most of the time F-tilt is unsafe on shield, but it's a decent kill move that can hit your opponent on ledge if they hold it for too long or re-grab it. Combined with a pivot cancel, you can use it to slide across the ground and catch your opponent off guard. Up tilt combos into itself and back air at low to mid percents. Combos into upper at mid to high percents. And can eventually be used to kill at extremely high percents. It's safer to do after connecting the first hit of back air, but I'll get to the utility of that later. F-smash is a powerful 2-hit attack, which is a very strong kill move, however is very risky when the second hit is missed or shielded due to its end lag. To avoid this, don't go for the second hit unless you get the first, since your opponent will be less likely tempted to punish you if all you do is throw out the first hit and then retreat. However, you will be punished by good out of shield options. Down smash is Young Link's fastest smash attack, coming out on frame 9, and in combination with the first hit of forward air, it can kill quite early when placed well.
I feel like you just didn't believe that was hitting. Oh my gosh!
At higher percents or on floaty characters in general, you want to delay the down smash for a short moment so they're in range to get hit by it. It will still combo just fine. The same thing applies for down tilt too. It can hit your opponent on ledge, and can 2-frame, though it's very hard to do due to how perfectly you have to space it, and how small the hitbox is around the tip. So I'd personally just stick to reading regular get-ups and roll get-ups with this instead. Up smash is also very fast, coming out only a frame faster than down smash at frame 10. Throwing it out can be risky and can get you punished pretty easily, so it's best used after landing fair one or bear one at high percents to kill. Up air is extremely fast, coming out on frame 5 and lasting until frame 49. Use it to catch get-up options on platforms and pressure your opponent while they're above you. A solid kill confirm with this move is fast full forward air 1, down tilt into up air. Back air is a combo starter, combo extender.
Is he gonna go all the way to Lucy's Marbles? Landing fed, oh my god, the damage!
And a fantastic edge guarding tool when used properly. Back air 1 pops your opponent up slightly in a set knockback, granting you combos no matter the percent. It combos into itself, neutral air, grab, jab, up tilt, F tilt, down tilt, dash attack, down smash, up smash, F smash, up B, bomb, and even arrow. So yeah, basically all of his moves. The optimal follow-ups will come to you naturally the more you play, but here are the follow-ups I'd go for. For low percents, mid percents, and high percents. As a side note, the correct DI for up smash is always in the direction Young Link is facing. Bad DI can lead to a kill around 15% earlier than normal.
2 to 81. Nice, I love the fall down back here into that up smash.
Neutral air is Young Link's sex kick, or as UK commentary would call it.
The Young Link, the underage sex kick.
Sorry, what?
and is arguably his best aerial for a plethora of reasons. It's his fastest aerial coming out at frame 4, making it a great out of shield option. Has great knockback, making it a quick and reliable kill move when your opponent reaches those super high percents. And has a lingering hitbox and low end lag, which makes it the perfect tool for edge guarding. Don't be afraid to go off stage with this move, as it will net you some early kills when utilized well. At low percents on stage, you can use it to convert into a grab, a jab lock, or an up B. If you find yourself landing a fast fall soft nair, dash attack is your most reliable follow-up. You can instantly dash attack out of your run by inputting the C-stick in the direction you're running as soon as the animation starts. And if you whiff a back air or forward air, throwing out a neutral air to persist pressure can be good.
Storybook ending. Blake's gonna put it down. Toast trying to make the upset of his career.
You can also use it after connecting a forward air 1 or a back air 1. Down tilt into soft nair can net you some early kills too, though the execution is kinda hard and the percent window is quite specific. Still good to know. Down air, unlike Link's, doesn't spike at all, not even at the hilt like it did in Melee, sadly. However, it still has some good applications. It has surprisingly low end lag, so you can use it to land safely on stage in certain situations. If you don't fast fall it, it can be used to bounce off of your opponent.
It's essential to just fantastic shape. Oh!
This also works for some projectiles. This can be used for shield pressure and edge guarding, though it can be risky if you aren't 100% sure it will hit. If you get a hard read on a platform tech chase, you can follow up with a down air instead of something like an up air. Forward air is primarily a combo finishing and kill move, but it's similar to back air in that the first hit launches in a similar way, however doesn't have a set knockback, just very low knockback growth. This means that true combos are more percent dependent whether your opponent is grounded or airborne. And speaking of your opponent being airborne, the great thing about this move is that it drags your opponent down with you, making it combo very easily into his other moves. Timing is also crucial for these confirms to be true. Not much aside from jab is true until around 40 to 50%, at which you can start doing down tilt or nair. From around 60 to 70 you can up B, up tilt, and down smash. Down smash being especially useful at higher percents to kill. And from around 70 to 80% you should be able to confirm up smash from it. Whether you choose to confirm up smash from back air or forward air is situational. Just learn the execution of both until they're naturally implemented into your gameplay. Zair was recently buffed, making it an actual useful move. It has a new angle and just enough hit stun now to be quite a handy combo tool. It's got quite a long range, so it can be used defensively to create more space between you and your opponent, or offensively for combos. The most practical ones to note are Zair Dash Attack, Zair Fair, and Zair Up Smash, which is my personal favorite because Up Smash also got buffed, making this a great new kill confirm for Young Link's already healthy repertoire. Tethering to ledge with Zair is a great option in most situations if you're close enough for it. The range for it looks something like this. You can press up or A to reel it in, or down to cancel it. Now for the specials. Grounded up B is a multi-hit, which when connected properly will pop your opponent above you for a quick follow-up thanks to its low end lag. Whether your opponent gets launched to the left or right is essentially up to RNG, so you'll have to react to that. For that reason, there is also no set in stone way to DI this move if you're on the receiving end. You can also randomly fall out of this move because this game is great. It can combo into back air, up air, neutral air, and aerial up B at low to mid percents. And you can use up air to potentially get the kill at higher percents, especially on platforms. I find it best when using it for catching landings and just general pressure. It's also a great out of shield option, expertly demonstrated by Toast if you want to watch some of his sets. Be sure to react properly if your opponent drops their shield to it, or to buffer a jump in case they shield the whole move and try to retaliate, since that's usually your quickest escape option. You may also find luck reading a double jump with forward air. It's also a powerful kill move, which is good to finish combos with. However, fast fallers can escape these by holding down, so against them, opt for different moves instead. When using it to recover, try not to be predictable with it as it's quite linear and can get you punished hard if you're careless. Mix up your recovery by delaying it, hugging the stage, drifting around edge guard attempts, recovering high, or using your hook shot to tether to ledge. And remember to only use your double jump only when you absolutely have to. Supahsemmie has a great video explaining how your recovery game plan should be, so I'll link to that in the description. Holding down well in your up B animation makes it so you don't snap to the ledge, which means it can be used to hit your opponent away. If done up B'ing towards the opposite side, it can scoop your opponent and potentially reverse the edge guard. This does leave you susceptible to being 2-framed though, even more so than normally, so only do it if you know it will hit. Also, be sure to release the left stick before you miss the ledge entirely. Bombs will evoke fear in your opponent and make them play differently around you, so use that to your advantage.
Doesn't capitalize, lands on the other side. Oh my, what?
Really great ledge trapping in there, edge guarding. Oh my lord!
They can be used for combos. Edge guarding.
F tilts him over the ledge. Charizard.
Oh! Always gonna be able to bucket that and be ready for it.
Oh no! Kobe!
Nice!
And recovery. The annoying thing about this move is it's kind of RNG. Just like grounded up B, you don't really know if it's going to send to the left or right. It seems to be that if you're throwing it from afar, it will send away from you. But if you're at point blank range, it will send towards. This isn't the case all the time though, especially in the air, hence why I see it as kind of RNG. But it's still a great move nonetheless. You can also drop a bomb in the air by pressing your grab button while airborne. This is called Z-dropping, and you can use it to drop bombs on your opponent or just lay them on the ground. Unlike Toon Links, they're very forgiving with how high you can drop them without exploding. You can also drop them on the ground by soft tossing them, which is done by not smashing the stick as if you were running. Or just by throwing them with the C stick as they can't be hard tossed with it. This method only works with tilt stick as smash stick always hard tosses the bomb. You can also re-grab them with the grab button and also with your aerials. Tilts too, as I mentioned before. Fire Arrow sends in a vertical angle and has a low knockback, making it a very versatile combo tool. It doesn't have much use at low percents other than down throw combos and following up after back air, but eventually it can chain into itself from a distance. which you can follow up with whichever aerial is best for that situation.
This is Darkholm we're talking about. This man can absolutely...
Be reversing arrows to mix up your landing once in a while is good because you connect relatively fast out of it.
Alright, nice down. Oh, he waited for that.
In the cases where an aerial wouldn't work or reach in time, your best option is to wait. Watch your opponent and cover their landing or air dodge.
Really? Oh, it is enough.
Fading away. The down tilt. Oh, the air dodge was right in the dash attack. Gonna kill
One more
Stitch.
conversion. Oh, he can do it with the arrow.
Young Link's boomerang is slower than his arrows, though you have much more control over their direction. It has many angles, 7 to be exact. And 8 if you count throwing it on the ground. That would also mean that there are 16 different ways to throw your boomerang if you factor in that they can all be soft thrown. But usually you just want to hard throw them anyway. Hard throwing boomerang is done the same way as it is for bombs, by smashing the stick as you input the side B. They provide the purpose of space control and restricting your opponent's options, which can provoke punishable defensive options like rolling or air dodging.
And Ennis is lapping up this percent, and he's gonna love that because...
It's actually safer than Fire Arrow and Shield, and was also designed so that when hit at point blank range, or within the first 2 frames it's out, it will do some extra damage and hit stun, so the follow-ups you can get for landing this are kinda nuts. At higher percents, boomerang to down air, forward air, or up air to kill is all you're gonna need. But for lower percents, if you time it just right, you can get fair one into down tilt into whatever's best for however they DI.
Sorry, we've been trying to catch Toast, sitting in shield. The boomerang to that.
You can wave bounce it, which is especially useful on platforms, or when recovering from a wall jump. And on the topic of wall jumps, a surprising option when recovering is a wall jump B-reversed fire arrow since it's so fast. And the momentum from the wall jump makes it so that you can combo from it. Fire arrow and boomerang are great when used together and can make for some very stylish combos and strings. Back throw has decent knockback, but not enough to be a kill throw. The best times to use it are after you've racked up some percent and can throw them off stage with it, then setting up traps for edge guarding. Forward throw can be used similarly, but can also be used to kill at really high percents. Up throw can be followed up with up air, which is one of Young Link's easier throw combo options. The best times to use it are from 20 to 70% on most characters, as you really should just be going for down throw at low percent instead. Down throw is his most versatile throw, and has the potential for the most damage at low percents. It can combo into up air, up B, and neutral air at various percents. But things get much more interesting when we introduce back air to the mix. Credit to Supahsemmie for these optimal down throw follow-ups I'm about to go over. If you're interested in keeping up to date with one of the best Young Links, do follow him. Down throw full hop back air into up B works from around 0 to 20% whether they DI in or out as long as you drift accordingly. And if you have enough space, the more optimal alternative would be to do down throw, back air, fire arrow into up air. This works on everyone, DI in or out. If they change their DI and escape the combo, just cover it with another attack. To get the reverse fire arrow, you can buffer the B reverse during the back air, and it won't reverse your momentum when it comes out. From 0 to 10% against fast falls on DI in, go for down throw, 3 back airs, up throw, up air.
That's a lot of damage!
And on DI out, back air, re-grab, up throw, up air. From 10 to 20% you can also do this. It's important to note that on some characters, the down throw won't send them high enough to hit them with a full hop back air, so you should use a short hop instead. These characters are Wario, Mario, Dr. Mario, Kirby, Meta Knight, Ivysaur, Piranha Plant, Ice Climbers, Ness, Lucas, Villager, Isabelle, and Mega Man. If they DI in, however, you'll still be able to use a full hop. On these guys, you want to do down throw, 2 to 3 back airs, into dash attack, or up throw up air if they're low enough for the grab to connect. If they DI your down throw in close to the ledge when you have a stock lead, you can choose to take their stock right then and there if you want. Even if they change their DI after the first back air, they can't do anything about it. And on no DI and DI out, you can use the same combos I just talked about. As for stage choice, the best stages for Young Link are PS2, Smashville, Kalos, and Town and City, as he does well when given lots of space, which is also why I'd say Battlefield is his worst stage. The platforms on those stages all allow for more setups. FD is decent for Young Link 2, as well as Yoshi's, especially since you can utilize wall jumps there, same for Kalos. As for players to keep an eye on if you'd like some inspiration, the best Young Links to watch would be Toast, Supahsemmie, Colonies, and Zan, and well, me once I get some notable wins. Thanks for watching everyone, genuinely. This has taken such a long time to make, a lot of that being due to personal issues, and my hard drive corrupting. Seriously, I started this project over an entire year ago, but I'm just glad I was able to get it finished. Feel free to like and subscribe, and to give me a follow on Twitter since I'm way more active on there than on YouTube. Honestly, I don't really know if I'll keep making videos after releasing this. Right now I just need to focus on getting my life sorted out, and then maybe I'll come back. Until then, I'm just a competitor. I'll see you guys next time, whenever that is. And remember to keep your chin up. Things will always get better, in time. Oh fuck, I forgot to mention spot dodge cancel down tilt spam.